Welcome to the Cookies Podcast, where the only thing you need to know is the S stands for sports. And today, we're going to tell you about some quarterbacks.
Talk about some landing spots, some teams that need quarterbacks, some quarterbacks that have to retire. We got a list.
We got a couple lists.
So we're gonna start the Panthers.
I think there's some varying people going down that it could be.
Yeah, there's definitely some odds right now for the Panthers.
I could see them going out and getting Deshaun Watson, and I could see them also failing and having Sam Darnold, or both happening. They get Deshaun Watson, he's suspended for a little while, and they still have Sam Darnold playing QB.
And they're stuck with a bad head coach, huh?
I think it was they wanted to fire him, but they're like...
They can't because of his contract.
They're like, oh, we'd still have to pay him.
I have the Panthers drafting a QB this draft class. I think their first pick is going to be using a QB.
I don't. I feel like they're going to trade away for Deshaun Watson because they just want him.
I'll have them drafting that pick. I have them drafting Matt Corral, which I think he's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. He's not going to be no franchise QB or nothing, but he'll get the job done. I
honestly call him the next Danny Dimes. That's my opinion.
That's fair to me. I am honestly. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as the next QB landing spot. Tom Brady retired. Somebody has to be a Buccaneers quarterback.
I think they're going to get Jimmy G.
That's interesting. That is really interesting. You think he's going to stay in the same conference?
I feel like there's going to be he trained on Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. He has the same...
what's his name? Kyle Shanahan's not bad either.
Kyle Shanahan is not bad.
I have the Bucs sitting Ryan Tannehill, honestly. In some voodoo magic, he's gonna go to the Bucs because he's not gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be a Titan next year. He ruined their playoffs. That's all he was. And then we have this one. This one isn't really a huge quarterback landing spot, really. But I have the Lions. Jared Goff isn't going to be the guy long term. He's going to probably be on his contract, and that's going to be it.
I still feel like he's going to be the starting quarterback next year.
I think there's a good chance that he is a starting quarterback next year, but I still think they draft a quarterback this draft, regardless.
Oh, yeah, I could see him drafting a quarterback, but I feel like he's going to prove himself, and then they're going to trade a quarterback that they draft. I don't know why.
He'll have an 8-9 season, and they'll be like, oh my god, Jared Goff did that with the Lions.
People are like, wow, Jared Goff's real bad, but he's not that bad. Everyone forgets he got a playoff win with a broken wrist, I think it was,
that against the Seahawks. Honestly, last year he had a badass season coming in beating the Seahawks with a broken wrist, and nobody cares.
No one cares. He led the Rams to Super Bowl. Yeah, they were good, but they weren't the stacked super team they are right now, and he brought them there. He brought him there before Cooper Kupp was a Cooper Kupp.
So with all that being said, I have the Lions drafting Malik Willis with their 26th pick, whatever it is.
I also have him drafting a quarterback, but mine's Sam Howell.
I like Sam Howell a lot in this draft, but I just don't think he's going to be drafted first round. Next, we have the Colts.
The
Colts are kind of iffy with this because their GM was like, we don't want no more Band-Aid quarterbacks. So it's well, I guess you don't want Carson Wentz anymore, sorry.
And honestly, I don't see any quarterback that's not a Band-Aid quarterback unless they're going to trade up for Kenny Pickett.
I have the Colts getting Aaron Rodgers.
You have the Colts getting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I always expect... You gotta expect the dark horse to get the player sometimes, J.J. Watt went to the Cardinals, nobody expected that. So it's the similar situation where it's the guys you think it is, it's not gonna be them. I think, and I totally see, side note, the Pat McAfee show going crazy because they're all Colts fans, they're also all close to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my god, what if that's why he goes there? What if they've been tampering this whole time and no one knew? They did in front of everyone's eyes.
But yeah, I have him going to that awesome O-line with... Not honestly, he's honestly going to go to just the Packers of the AFC. It's going to not be much better.
For the Colts, I have Kirk Cousins.
I could see that. That's the definition of a Band-Aid, though.
Dude, I feel like they believe in Kirk Cousins last 4 years, maybe something like that, on Kirk Cousins' boat, and in that time they can draft a QB.
That's fair enough.
Have Kirk Cousins trade him up for his last 2 years, last 1 year, something like that.
Yeah, I like Kirk Cousins. He's just how old is Kirk Cousins? He's not that old.
I feel like he's early 30s, which is kind of old, but also it's a quarterback, not that old.
I think he's late 20s.
Late 20s.
I think he's maybe 29.
Dude, if Kirk Cousins is 29, then...
Because he was the backup for RG3 on the Redskins. And RG3 was drafted in 2012. So it's iffy, who knows. I have to check. And then The next interesting Lions we have, this one's like one of the bigger ones, is the Broncos.
I so think they're going to draft a quarterback.
I also think they're going to draft a quarterback. I think they're going to try their damnedest to get Aaron Rodgers, and I just think they're going to get two.
I also don't think they're going to get Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's going to be funny, though. I think we're going to have some draft day things. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to hold out to after the draft just to be a dick to half the teams that need to get him before the draft.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing with Aaron Rodgers is you want to have him before the draft. You just do.
Well, yeah.
Because you can build your team around him then in the draft. But he gets, I think he gets more money, and the team doesn't. The Packers take less of a cap hit if they do it after the draft because it'd be so useful. So,
well, sucks for them.
With all that being said, I have the Broncos getting Kenny Pickett with their 11th pick or something.
I also have them getting Kenny Pickett.
He just looks like a Broncos quarterback. I'm sorry.
He's gonna go out there and show him why he was in Pittsburgh for 5 years.
That sounds like a Broncos quarterback, dude. I'm sorry.
Dude.
It does. I'm getting Brock Osweiler vibes.
Wow. What a raving review.
One of the fun ones also is the Seahawks.
I think they're going to pick up just like Marcus Mariota.
I have them getting Kirk Cousins. Which
Give
is almost the
them
same thing. It's just something to plug a hole in how they can draft somebody better. Because they don't. What's their draft pick? They don't have draft. They traded away, huh?
Yeah, they just kind of...
They're trying to hold on for dear life right now.
Hope someone can come in and throw it to DK and Tyler Lockett and get some yards.
It's just, they're like the opposite of the Packers, where it's like all they do is get receivers. Get a line, please, guys.
Get some more to your defense. Like, your defense has been needing a rebuild since the Legion of Boom, and they just didn't.
They just didn't. Pete Carroll didn't care. He's like, I got my guys, it's fine. Bobby Wagner's here, that's all I need. Honestly, I thinking about it, who's better, the Seahawks defense or the Jags defense? It's just like the one or two guys, and it's like, well, I don't know, man. I have them getting Kirk Cousins, and I have them having a bad year next year.
I'd say the Seahawks defense because of Jamal Adams. They just have some kind of secondary.
Yeah, fair enough. And then we have the team from Cap Hell, the Saints.
I don't think they're going to be able to bring in any quarterbacks. I don't think they're going to get any quarterbacks in the draft. I think they're just going to stick with Ian Book because he's what they have, and they are $70 million under cap. And I'm sorry, they're going to do some finagling, but they're not going to finagle their way out of this situation.
I think they're going to finagle their way to keeping Jameis Winston.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
I think they're going to trade away their draft picks, like 3 or 4 of them, to do it.
Oh, they're going to be like only like 3-4 picks in this draft.
Yeah, they're going to trade their picks for like a player, like one guy. He'll be a good guy who takes up the rest of their cap room, and then they'll draft like 2 line pieces and be almost the same team next year. They're going to just focus on offense this offseason.
Yeah.
And what else are you going to do as the Saints? Did they get a new head coach yet?
No.
No one wants to go to Cap Hell, guys. I'm sorry.
No one wants to try to finagle. I don't think they're going to be able to finagle their way out of this situation because no one wants to go finagle.
I mean, the one saving grace about the thing that is good about finagling is the fact that when you push it down the road, the cap will always get bigger. Like, not the debt, the actual money you have to spend.
I think they're going to have to trade away a bunch of pieces.
I agree. I don't think they're going to keep Michael Thomas. That's for ding damn sure.
Anyone who's over the age of like 26 that's good is gone.
Yeah.
Like, I can't think of his name. Michael Jordan? Not Michael Jordan. Cameron Jordan.
I think the only player surviving on the Saints will be Alvin Kamara, and he's going to have a sad season next year just because it's going to be just him.
Maybe him and like Chauncey Gardner, something else. He has a hyphen name.
And then we have the Commanders.
Oh, the Commanders.
Hate you.
Your name sucks.
I just so upset.
If someone from your front office is watching this, your name sucks. I want you to know that.
But this is also the theory I have. I think the NFL's going to see how people wanted everybody wanted the Red Wolves. It's not like everybody just didn't like the Commanders. Everybody wanted the Red Wolves.
The Red Wolves was just such a fire name, and
I think it's going to be a team eventually. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be like the first of the expansion teams. It'll be that and the Oilers. The San Antonio Oilers and like the You don't like San Antonio Oilers?
No, I don't.
Well, they got to be in Texas.
No, they don't.
What other team? Where are they gonna go?
Dude, anywhere but Texas.
They got to be in an oil rich place to be again. They're not gonna. You're not gonna get
Alaska Oilers.
Wow, how did I know you were gonna say that?
Well, because they have oil.
I have the Commanders getting Carson Wentz. I have his career going fucking down a little more.
I think they're going to go out there and get Mr. Mustache himself, Gardner Minshew.
Now, that would be interesting, actually.
They're going to have a nice battle between him and Taylor Heineke for the QB spot, and it's going to go to Gardner Minshew because he honestly is a good quarterback that people are just
He's a really good quarterback.
We have someone better than. He fits our scheme better. Like,
and it's really unfortunate what happened to him on the Jags. I mean, like, why did the Jags draft him?
They drafted him because they're like, oh, we need a quarterback. And he was a rookie. He was a pretty alright rookie. I'm not going to say good, but he wasn't bad. He was
on the Jags, so how good are you really going to be?
But he showed those flashes that he had potential to be like a starting QB in the NFL. And then they got the first overall pick, and they're like, yeah.
We got to draft Trevor Lawrence. We don't really have a choice.
I'm sorry. He's been football Jesus since he was like 14, so...
I do like the Jags' new head coach, though. I'll say that on the side.
Doug Peterson, the guy who made Carson Wentz an MVP and won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. Yeah. That man. Dude.
Well, that's the Commanders. I have... Next up, we got the Titans. This one is the one where it's like, Ryan Tannehill fucked up, so we got to plug the leak with somebody new.
I think they're going to go out there, and they are going to get Aaron Rodgers. He built his house out in Nashville. I feel like he's going to go there. Him, Derrick Henry, Julio Jones. It's going to be crazy. They're just going to go off.
Russell Wilson going to the Titans.
Yeah.
Because I think he wants all the weapons. That's the thing. If you're on the Titans, you get all the weapons.
Oh, all the weapons and a line plus a defense.
You get like that's what Russell Wilson wants to be, dude.
Tom Brady, go out of retirement out of nowhere.
He just retired.
Go to the Titans.
Give him at least a year to go sleep.
Nah, he doesn't want to sleep. He just saw a situation in Tampa Bay. Go to Tennessee. Go win.
Don't.
Just keep just retiring and hopping on teams that just need a quarterback to win a Super Bowl and win all the Super Bowls.
And next we got the Texans. This one's hard.
You should stick with Davis Mills, but that's just my opinion.
This is hard because they don't have a head coach yet, and they really haven't really decided anything yet. They're on this weird state of limbo right now. I think they're going to get Marcus Mariota.
I feel like they're going to get Teddy Bridgewater again.
No, Teddy Bridgewater retired. Please, go Memes. Don't come back.
No, you're right. Get Tyrod Taylor.
They already had Tyrod Taylor.
That's who I was thinking of. Have Tyrod Taylly go there.
He's already there.
He's still there.
He didn't get cut. He's just benched now. He's the backup. What a guy, dude.
Wow, I honestly didn't know you're still there.
Wow, what did you think happened? They traded him or something?
I don't know.
They benched him like week 13. Like, he was there. He was stuck already.
I don't know his contract. Maybe it was 1 year. Like one of them 1 year prove it deals, and then he didn't prove it, like always.
It's really tempting to want to send Marcus Mariota back to Tennessee. That's where he came from. I just don't really feel like he'd be one of those guys who come back to where he came from.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's not going to have an I'm back moment.
My second option for Tennessee would probably be like Carson Wentz.
I also see that one. But, I mean...
Him with a stout rushing defense, he's an MVP level quarterback because he was doing good last year until he fell apart.
See, I don't trust him not to fall apart.
He was like, I have to do it myself. I can't get injured and Nick Foles can't pull it through.
Yeah. Well,
you know what, Tennessee? Go get Carson Wentz and Nick Foles as your backup.
Yeah, to be that Eagles team that won Super Bowl.
If it works, if Nick Foles can just be like, hey, it's like week 16, Wentz sucks now, hand it to me. I'm playoff Nick. And he just goes off for a stretch.
All right. And next we got the Vikings. I with this one. I have the Vikings getting Jimmy G.
Do you have them getting Jimmy G?
Yeah, I do. They're going to get Garoppolo. We're going to have Garoppolo and Justin Jefferson connection for a couple years.
That's how Russ going.
I don't think they'll send him to the NFC.
You don't think they'll send him to the NFC?
No.
Well, that's where I think he's going to go.
And then we got our last boys. The last of the teams we're talking about today is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have them getting Deshaun Watson with something new going.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's going to be great. New era, Deshaun Watson, 15 years. Don't worry about it.
I have them getting the boy Matt Corral.
What the fuck? How?
He falls to him in the draft.
He falls to 2020?
Yeah.
He's projected to go like 6 right now.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna fall. You know who's predicted to go
falling,
3?
How would you pick him up?
Or who's predicted to go like 4 and fell all the way to 11? I believe he's gonna fall.
Falling to 11 and falling to 20 are different things, dude.
Well, half the teams in the middle don't need quarterbacks.
And usually when they have a quarterback's falling and there's a bunch of teams in the middle that don't need quarterbacks, they'll trade. Somebody will trade up for it.
Yeah, you know who I have trading up for him?
We would never do that.
Yeah?
That is not the Art Rooney way. Not even the Mike Tomlin way. That's not the Art Rooney way.
That's not the Rooney way? Well, you need a quarterback.
And it's going to be Deshaun Watson. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Where do you have Deshaun Watson going? The Panthers?
I did have Deshaun Watson go to the Panthers.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think quarterbacks are going to go?
Tell me how it turns out in like 4 months.
Like, subscribe, have a good night.